Let's talk a little about security. What is the security situation currently in your country and in the region?
In the region, as you know, the security situation, we are trying to evolve on the battlefield. That's the first thing, because there are several factors at play. On the battlefield, there is progress. If we compare 2023 to today, we have been able to recover many areas that we have pacified. Nevertheless, the enemy is also reinforcing itself. There are many foreign fighters joining the ranks of the terrorists.
Can you clarify what you're talking about?
Yes, the terrorists are reinforced by many foreign fighters who come from elsewhere, who are not Burkinabe. There are also trainers who come from many countries to teach them many techniques.
What is their interest?
It's not terrorism, it's imperialism. Their goal is to keep us in a permanent war so that we cannot develop and continue to lose our resources. And so, they have every interest in bringing specialists in mines to lay various types of mines, explosives, specialists. Today, terrorists use drones to fight, and so on. These are professionals who come from certain countries to teach them. All this is to keep us in a situation of insecurity. But we are taking the measure of the situation. We are adapting to their methods of action, and we will continue the fight until we recover the entire Sahel.
Are there specific countries that finance these fighters?
All imperialist countries finance these fighters. They are numerous. We cannot name them individually. Some are even hidden, unimaginable, but they are numerous.
There are those who are not hidden, who openly declare it. I'm talking about the recent scandal with the support of terrorism in Mali. What is your view on what happened in Mali?
It's unfortunate. They openly declared that they support the terrorists. We have also been able to notice, with a certain number of technologies that the terrorists have been able to have, that they come from them. It's unfortunate, very unfortunate, but still, we don't rely on our fate, and we have taken the measure of the situation. We will fight them, and they will not be able to win. That's the most important thing for us.
How is humanitarian cooperation between Burkina Faso and Russia continuing?
It's continuing very well. There are many exchanges on many aspects. In the field of health, for example, we always have displaced people, and displaced people means complicated sanitary situations. I think the health services are cooperating well to support the humanitarian action services. And as you know, in 2023, Russia donated wheat to Burkina Faso, which was intended for displaced persons. But we promised President Putin that we no longer wish to be supplied with wheat because we will produce wheat. And I stand by that promise because we have started to produce our wheat in quantity to satisfy our needs. So, this means that cooperation in this area is leading us to develop ourselves, to boost many things to fill the gap.
Facing the current geopolitical tensions, especially the trade war between the United States and China, how is Burkina Faso adapting its economic and diplomatic strategy?
This world is in perpetual change. What we see is often madness, and we must stay alert and be able to adapt at any time. And that's very important, because we follow the news. There's an economic battle everywhere, but a priori, we trade with China without any problems. We buy a lot of things from China, and the Chinese also buy a lot of things from us. There are Chinese companies that are setting up in our country, despite the fact that people have tried to denigrate Burkina Faso. It's the same with Russia, currently. So, we are trying to collaborate better with all the countries that are fighting for their economic independence today, because it's a form of oppression by imperialism. Those who are oppressed must unite to face this hegemony. So, a priori, we are adapting to this whole situation.
Mr. President, what is your view on the recent deterioration of relations with Algeria?
You have followed the events, and I think everyone understands how it works. We regret the incident that happened at the Algerian border with the drone they shot down. Let's be clear, it's not friendly. It's not friendly because you don't shoot down a flying device like that when everyone knows the protocol. If a device crosses your border, even if it enters your country, you identify it. Radars allow you to identify it, and you know which country it belongs to. And there are diplomatic relations for that. You contact the embassy and the defense attachés. There are many mechanisms. You contact them, and they can confirm if it's their device or not. If it's in the territory, maybe it needs help, or maybe it has lost its orientation, and so on. Because a device can be in the air, it can have problems with the weather, it has to hide behind the clouds. It happens very often in our countries. So, a device enters, you ask them, they say no, there are many cloud covers, but there is, in any case, a meteorological phenomenon that makes it come to pass. It can have a technical problem, it can ask for help to be guided to land. So there are so many factors that can cause a device to end up in an airspace. You don't shoot down a device systematically. The case happened with us. We often saw an American device that entered our territory, doing reconnaissance and so on. We didn't shoot down the device. We took the trouble to contact the American embassy, who took a few minutes. They confirmed that it was their device, and they cleared the airspace. So, it's a deliberate, unfriendly act to shoot down the device, and it's regrettable.